I feel really bad now, you YouTubers. That Patty's dog, he was sick for a week or so, and he just passed away, Rocky. And I don't trust the guy that lives across the street. She said that his eyes turned green, and he wagged his tail. But I know, and then he passed. He wagged his tail because he was in no more pain and no more suffering, and he's with God. And I swear to God, if that guy that's a molester that lives across the street from her did something to him, I swear I will find out and call the police, because that is just horrible. He was only 6.5 years old, going on 7, and he's been sick. I didn't know he was continuing to be sick, and it just made me so upset. Just made me so upset. That poor Rocky. That just made me so upset. He was a beautiful dog, and he protected her. And if I ever croak, I want to see him in heaven. I never really got to pet him or anything, but he was a wonderful dog. He took really good care of Patty and her son. Rocky, you did real good. You're a good boy. You're a real good boy. You're with God now. God's got you, and you're all well and new with God on the other side, running and playing across that rainbow bridge. Just know that, because why would a dog wag his tail before he passed away? He wagged his tail because he's with God, and he's seen God come to get him with all the other animal friends, probably his mama dog, his daddy dog, his brothers and sisters, and he knew God was there for him. I believe that. Nobody dies alone. So I was worried, real worried, when my mother passed away. I was so worried because she was alone. And to this day, I'll never find out till the day I see her again that what was I going to tell you? That she was calling out a name when she was passing away, but I don't know the name. And those stupid nurses kind of told me a name, and I forget what they told me, but it was nobody that we even know. So why would my mom, it was nobody she ever mentioned as a childhood friend, nothing. So I just know that we don't never pass alone. I know my grandma or grandpa was with her, or my great grandma and grandpa was with her, or one of her best, I wouldn't say best friends, it's always your family. The people you love the most in your family come there for you. I believe we come and go in soul groups, and I've heard this from so many people. How many people do you know, like what this happened to me when I worked at Lowe's? I ended up getting canned from there because I lost 11 people in a year and a half. That just messed me up. That was too much. And I didn't go to some of the, but just losing that many family members in a year and a half was just too much for me. And it started off, my mom and dad went first, and they're the youngest in both their sides of their family. And then, my aunt's still alive on my mom's side. She's going to be 87. My dad's going to be 87 in heaven. And my mom is 80. My mom's 83 in heaven. She was 4 years younger than my dad. And what was I going to tell you guys? Oh, yeah. I don't know how many people have told me, sorry, I'm a real person. I'm not going to come on here. I've seen so many YouTubers come on here and rattle stuff off like they're professional people. That ruins the whole point of coming to YouTube. Ruins the whole bitching point coming to YouTube. If I want to see a commercial or somebody act fake, I'm going to watch TV. I come on YouTube because I want to see Yeah, I like to gain knowledge, but if you're as boring as a bitch and stump and you got no kind of personality, then you shouldn't be on YouTube. Like I love Luke from the Outdoor Boys. I'm getting off the subject of what I'm talking about, but what made me really laugh the other day, him and his kids were tobogganing or something, and his wife, she was coming down the hill, and it was just her body on her back real fast, and he goes to the kids, there comes mom's corpse. She was going like that, and I was just laughing my ass off. That some bitch is funny. He's funny as hell. He's a good, genuine, good person, and he's funny. But just the way he said it, and there goes Rebecca like that, I died. Becca. He don't even call her Rebecca, he calls her Becca. And she was just going by the camera like that. There goes mom's corpse. It was just funny. I don't know. It just hit me funny. But there's so many people that lose all their family members like within months or a year or two at a time. Everybody goes together. Like you'll hear so many people. I lost my husband, my child, my sister within a year and a half. I mean, come on. And then you'll hear, like me, I started off with my cousin Michelle. She was only going to be 50 or 51. She's 51. And she was a real bad diabetic her whole life. And her and my husband's cousin Melissa was only 45. She got cancer, and they both passed away, I think a month or two in the same hospitals. Henry Ford at 19 in Garfield in Michigan. And that started off for my whole family on my side. My cousin Michelle passed, then her mom passed. My cousin's husband, Sharon, her husband passed away, Don. I think he was the first actually, to pass away. Then Michelle, then my cousin's mother, my Aunt Geraldine. Then my Auntie Gloria. Then my Uncle Junior, my Auntie Lily. Then my Uncle Mike. Who else am I missing? Oh, and I was wrong to say my dad was the first of his family. The oldest sister, and even my Uncle Mike mentioned something about that. The oldest sister passed first, and then the baby. My dad was the baby who passed next. And really, I want to just put this out there to comfort anybody that watches this video. Just think about, this can't be all to life that there is. I believe in God, and I believe that we go on with God and our families on the other side, and everything's freaking hunky-dory in its paradise. I truly believe that, because all this hard work and everything we learn and everything that's hard and challenging we go through, I believe, is a test. And not to make us say we're good or bad, we learn. And we go on to God, and we become just happy. That's our true home with God and our families on the other side. And I just believe that that's where we go. So anybody else, give me your comments down here. Anybody that's new, I want anybody that's new to shout out and give me comments. I love my regular people that give me comments, but I want some new people to comment on here what you think about when your family die, like all together within a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like a big group of people pass away together. What do you think about that? I believe we come and go in soul groups, and that's nothing to dishonor anybody's religion or anything. I just believe that's how maybe God put us here and takes us away. I believe my grandma on my dad's side, oh, I got an itch, was calling all her babies home. I believe that. And I know that, I remember my cousin Debbie that passed away was telling me on the phone that my Uncle Junior was out of it, my Auntie Lily was out of it, but my Aunt Lily was in Grand Rapids and my Uncle Junior was right here in Warren, Michigan. And they let each other talk, and they kind of knew each other was going. They said their goodbyes to each other. But it really, I really don't believe it's saying goodbyes to anybody. I believe that you're going on the other side to see each other again with God. God doesn't make this plan just to be this. Just think about it. My mom always said the sky is too blue and the grass is too green for God not to have plans. And I believe that He just didn't get us all the way here to go through all that, to be born and have all kinds of hardships in life and everything we go through in life for that to be it. I believe that there's more than this that God's got us for. I believe, remember, He says, I have a house with many rooms. So He's got us all covered. We got rooms in His house, and we got our own houses over there, and we can love one another and worship Him when we're over there. And we have, and I believe too, and I've heard this, that there's many religions, and that's so people can understand and come to God under one big tent. They have many religions, but they still come to God, and what they can understand, what they can comprehend, they navigate to that religion that makes sense to them, right? But we all come to God under one big tent in the end, because we're all the same. We all need to eat when we're here on earth, find shelter. We all have the same needs, is what I'm saying. So in the end, we all have the same needs. We're all the same thing. We all love God. Doesn't matter what religion you are. Mormon, Baptist, Pentecostal, I think my mom was when she was growing up. I'm Catholic, Roman Catholic. Doesn't matter. Lutheran, whatever you may be. We all come to God. There is one God. One God. And He loves all of us. God bless you all. Anybody that's grieving and lost somebody, I believe, and Rocky made me say this to you today. God bless Rocky, the dog. Everybody say a prayer for him. That this shows you that our suffering ends and we do go to a better place with our families and with God and all the wonderful saints up there. God bless you all. Like and subscribe or I'll break your kneecaps. Have a great day. Come back. I'm going to go dumpster diving today. Let's see if God can throw some crap in my way so I can help people, meaning food and stuff. Maybe I can find some stuff to give that lady for her deer. I would like some strawberries and stuff for whatever, or I can help people with. Love you all. Like and subscribe. Have a beautiful day. Come back.